Mama Celeste Howard here with the Mom Collective. I am with my friends, Rowena and Pamela. Liz, as you know, is usually with us. She is busy today, but thus is the life of a mom. I don't think it's kind of like herding cats getting us all together. So it's good. Sometimes we might be missing one. But we just wanted to say we're back, but not that any of you knew we were gone. It's been a hot
A lot of
minute.
life has happened, believe it or not, since we last saw you.
So I think in podcast world, we just found out that Pamela's pregnant. It was very exciting.
Hence the makeover.
In
Big
real
under,
world,
baby, but yeah.
And then in real world, would you like to fill us in?
Yes, I'm 4 months postpartum. I had a baby girl,
Yay!
sweet Celine Rose. We actually named her after Saint Therese and her sister Celine.
I didn't know that.
I was debating between Lily Rose and Celine Rose. She didn't have a name for a day, and then we just wrote it on the board, and I was like, Celine is
She
it.
didn't have a name for a day. Can you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Just don't think-
I actually know someone who left the hospital without a name. So yeah,
Really?
yes.
Oh,
So do you guys
really
like?
clever.
Do y'all usually name your kids before? Because some people name their kids before they're even
Yeah.
born.
Yeah, like
That was
Sally
the
and
only
I,
Have
one
you
we
ever done
didn't
that?
know.
we always have like 2 or 3 names in mind.
Same.
And then I've had scheduled cesareans, not
Okay.
by choice. And so when the baby pops out, we're like, yep, it's going to be that name. So
Like after you meet
like
the
there's-
baby, or
there-
you,
yes,
okay.
like baby,
We're the
hi
same way.
baby, and then they're like sewing me up, and we already have the name
Yeah.
Aw.
all 4 times.
Yeah, we do the little game of almost like throwing names and seeing if they stick. Like,
really?
call them the name. No. Okay, call the name. So there was one of our kids. It took us a few days to name, but I had a C-section, so I was already in the hospital. But they always, all the little like cute paper things you get that are
Mhm.
stick on the rolling bassinets,
Oh,
always just say Baby Howard.
Aw.
It's cute.
So that's what you all did this time.
We did, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
Baby
Baby
Minix.
Minix, and
Couple days.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then we named her Celine, and all my friends listening right now, I think I named her after Celine Dion because I do have a little bit of obsession with Celine Dion.
Do you really?
Believe it or not,
Greatest
it's
singer
named
ever.
after Blessed Celine. Just want
Yes,
to make that
I
clear.
love
Go
that.
Catholic.
I had no idea. Go Catholic. When in doubt,
And
go
yes, second
Catholic.
runner-up, I am happy that she's named after Celine Dion. But
Beautiful.
yeah, I have dreams of us
Nice.
sing her songs together one day, karaoke.
She might be. You never know. It's like her birthright.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's been a fulfilling year. A tough pregnancy this time, very tough. But the minute she came out, it was just so much relief and
Yeah.
those baby snuggles. She's so smiley.
It gets harder. I don't know how many of y'all listening have more than 1 or 2 kids, but I feel like, and if you are going to have more kids, only at 1 or 2, I really hate to tell you this, but I feel like they get harder every time.
The doctor told me
Because
that,
you're
so
all
that's true.
stretched out like this rubber band that got
Recovered.
stretched and your body sort of feels like it's
Yes.
falling apart versus, it's just.
But it's not even just that. Like you have, for those, if it's your multiple, however many, you still have other human beings to chase after.
Oh,
And like the
yes.
recovery, forget like full 2 weeks. No,
Yes.
like you're like hitting the ground running as soon as you're out of that hospital.
Oh, before today we recorded, I re-listened to the recordings we had, and literally it was like I was brand new again. Right back. I mean, like extra phase 1, extra phase
Yeah.
1. And they were helping me, but it is hard to manage the 3. You're
Because you're outnumbered.
You're
Yes.
outnumbered.
It's not like one
exactly.
for mom, one for dad.
And I still
And they're
have
still so
not even a
young.
3-year-old yet.
Yes.
She'll be
Yeah,
here at the end of the
that's like the
month,
big
but that's, we've been 4 months at this now, and she still needs mommy like a lot, more so than my son. So that's been challenging to say the least.
You're doing a beautiful job. And I
You
love, I mean,
are.
we've talked
You
about
are.
it. Like obviously the more you have, the more time that passes, you just get more creative in how you manage your time.
It's true.
Right.
So that's the part that I'm not getting. I just want to say. Obviously, we're running a lot of big
You have
families.
plenty of
And
time
everyone
to
says
go.
each
You
kid,
do, you do.
like it
It's okay.
just
You
it
just
somehow
had your-
gets easier. I'm not seeing this.
But you just had your
Just to be
third,
real.
like 5 minutes ago.
That's
and,
true.
And you're here. Let's just talk about the coordination it took to get here
Oh.
today.
Oh, yes. We
Today.
had, it has been.
To the minute.
Yeah, it has been a very long time since we recorded last. And many of our attempts to record have been met with things like, I don't know, shingles from the
Oh.
children.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
the
like, tell us-
postpartum list.
This is Pamela's show today because she's going through all the things, and we like want to
This is my
know.
therapy
Tell
session.
us what's up. What's going on? What are
So
you
the
juggling?
last
What
time
are
we
you
were going to
juggling these
record,
days?
we had to cancel because why?
The last time we recorded?
No, that we were going to record.
Which was a couple days ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
because my son came home with
Just-
shingles.
yeah.
And then
That's fun.
a few days later, my daughter had some, which I didn't even know
Oh, she
shingles was
did? I
still
didn't
around.
even know
I don't
that.
even know.
I thought old people got shingles.
That's what I thought
Same.
too. But I think it derived from chicken pox. Maybe it's
Yeah,
like the
so
present day
if you
chicken pox
have-
now or something. I don't
So
know.
this was the doctor. If you have the vaccine for it, or if you've had vaccine for chickenpox, or if you've had chickenpox, then you can't get it. Or no, I'm sorry. It manifests as shingles because the virus is dormant in you, but it's not
Okay.
like contagious. So
Right,
like you've
yeah,
had
I
chickenpox
did hear that.
or vaccine, then I can't give it to you if I have it. But it can you can just get it under stress. So like my son, there was a moment where my husband went on a 4-day retreat, religious retreat. So I don't do this.
Wait, was
ladies.
it the men's
Don't
spiritual
do this.
exercises? Is that
I'm
what he
happy
did?
my husband did it. It was for a good cause, but we
And
would
your
if I could
kid
go
got
back in time,
shingles?
I would never send him. So by the 4th day, I was losing my mind, not well. And some friends stepped in and took my son for the day. Well, they have a pool. So he was outside from noon until 7 p.m. nonstop, missed naps, just in the sun. His eyes were like bloodshot burn. So I think that kind of weakened his immune system. And that's how this flared. That's my guess. I mean, I can't, but so.
I thought you were going to say he was so stressed out when your husband was gone.
No.
that
No,
he
they were
brought
actually
shingles.
very well behaved. I don't know what that means.
They
but
just wanted more time with mama. That's why.
They were, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I
They
think
had you all
also,
to themselves.
kids too, I'm sure we're not the only house that this happens to, but when dad comes home, they kind of get this burst of extra
Spazzy.
energy and
Yeah.
attention or
'Cause
whatever.
dad
Yeah,
plays.
their favorite
Dad
playmate.
plays.
I was about to say their favorite playmate
And there's
is
just
that.
no order whatsoever.
That can be more fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, they were well behaved. It's just, I still had a 4-month-old and 2 little kids for 4 days straight. So, but yeah, so I think that's what happened. But then my daughter kind of got milder symptoms. So I don't know what was
And
going
then
on.
every child is different.
But you have to keep the baby is the one
Yeah.
that can't get sick.
Yeah.
So that's been really hard.
Yeah. If you guys have any tips on how, the best way to
survive shingles.
survive
with
shingles,
kids.
just let us know. Because
You know,
you're
young-
still in the you're
younger.
still in the midst of it.
Yes.
Luckily,
Yes.
Pamela's sweet husband came home and is watching the kids, so we can record.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Here we are.
another I'm going to bring you to the present. Podcast time versus real time. Podcast time. Rowena's son was looking at what high school to go to, and they were trying to debate.
Yeah, it was a big discernment because we thought we belonged to a really small Catholic private school community. We thought he was going to go there from kinder all the way to 12th grade. Then he ended up going to another Catholic private school for 9th grade, and we survived. I mean, we're about to finish 9th grade, his freshman year. And I mean, we did it. Honestly, there wasn't as much involvement. In fact, I didn't know he had early release today, so he had to go home with a friend. Had no idea they had early release. You're just less involved in
It's
high
true.
school.
Wow.
But I still have
wouldn't
3
thought
kids.
that.
Yeah, and I have 3 kids, middle school, lower school,
Because they
and
don't
pre-K.
tell
and I'm
they
very
don't tell
involved.
parents everything. They don't
They tell
email
the
everything.
kids.
They tell
yeah,
the kids.
They tell the kids to check their whatever the school portal is.
Interesting.
Yeah. Had no idea, but we made it. He's very
Okay.
happy in the new school community. I've noticed some incredible maturity and independence. He's a gym rat. I picked him up. At
Really?
he has me pick him up 3 times a week at 4:30 because he wants to be able to work out in the gym after a school day. And I couldn't help but I had
That's
my.
so good.
He was walking to the car and I'm in car line and I just had the camera because I was like, look at
Stalker
this young
mom.
man.
Stalker
Oh,
mom.
But I couldn't, such a young
man.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he
that's
just
weird.
seemed,
Yeah.
he would just seem so grown up. Who is this kid? Whose kid
Yeah.
is this? And it was a very strange
Freshman year, there's
phenomenon.
something between 8th grade and freshman year. Because I think my kids have never been the early bloomers or whatever. And they're always the shortest kid in the class in 8th grade. Yeah. But then there's something that when they're in high school, all of a sudden, they just know they need to be taller and bigger. Or
Yeah,
else they're going to
this
get their
sense
body.
of,
It's like a sense of survival. So you'll
Yeah.
get crushed on the football
Right,
or
right.
basketball
That has to
field.
be wild as a mom. All the
it is
feelings.
the weirdest thing. And I mean, at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's so dreamy. Look at this kid. He's grown
Oh,
up so much.
That,
He has no idea
Fan
that I
club.
was
Fan
helping
club.
him. Oh my gosh, he would.
that is so
So
amazing.
upset.
I just can't even imagine Stanton being like,
Yes, it's
that's so crazy.
he's-
I still think he's big at 5. I'll see a little bit, but
I know.
Yeah.
Now with my younger siblings, I forever see them as a toddler. still, and I talk
Yes.
to them and I hug
Yeah.
them and I love on them and I'm going to do that as long as they let me.
mm-hmm.
And that's
Which
a
is
whole other
could be
thing.
forever.
Which for some, yes, I think some, my 3 younger sons are like, oh, I'm forever. You're yeah, I'll always be mama's boy. My 3 younger sons. My oldest son said that he's no longer mama's boy by the time he was 8.
Oh.
He was already
The oldest?
the oldest.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
tell me that.
But again, yeah,
My
just
oldest
the-
isn't like that.
the
but
Okay.
different.
He's been good.
I don't know. He's different.
I hear that.
The gym rat. He's different.
Because 7's the age of reason, right? Which I
Or
guess is like a
something.
big
I don't
jump.
know.
I mean, I don't know what that
Someone
means,
look that
but
up,
I keep
please.
hearing. So I'm guessing some level of
Supposed to know
maturity.
that.
Yeah,
Supposed
but
to
even
know
like
that.
to this day, my 13-year-old is still very like lovey-dovey with mommy, and I
Yeah.
love it. He'll still let me kiss him in the car before he goes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, wait. He sits behind me.
So 13's what, 7th, 8th grade?
Finishing 7th grade. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's on the older side in his grade. So yeah.
I love that.
I'm not sure.
I love that.
I said this before in the first season. I really do love this season of motherhood, and I still can say that that's true. But this school year has stretched me in ways I've never been busier professionally, but also have never been more like needed um, in the role of being a mother, because I have kids in 2 different schools in so many different seasons of just their life and their activities and their own demands that I can't say that I've lost myself in it, but there's kind of a sadness to just how busy their schedules have demanded of me.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, it's not me like participate. I don't know. I'm like apart from it, but like still so hands-on and everything, but still at a distance.
Interesting.
It's really hard to explain. Like
The transportation management of it?
Yes,
or
the transport, just the constant.
Then you're
moving.
not like whatever activity they're
The
going
middle
to.
Yeah,
you're
like
not
I show up
interacting
and
with
then
them.
they're doing the
Yes,
thing.
you're like watching.
Whereas with the littles, you show up and you're still
You're
on
like,
top
yeah,
of everything that's happening.
interesting.
And I don't know, I kind of felt a little sadness this year. That was new for this year.
It is.
But other than that, it's been a great year. I'm happy to be at this point, and like we're looking forward to summer and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So what does summer look like then? The older.
I mean, still, probably social
Camps
stuff
and stuff.
Camps. We're starting driver's ed. What?
No,
we're starting driver's ed.
kidding.
Yes, starting driver's ed and thinking about cars to get him when he turns 16. Like that's weird.
That is.
Wow. You are.
That is weird.
You
It's a
are
whole
because
different-
you've got the 4-year-old.
I got the 4-year-old who has a really hard time with mommy leaving the house now, which is weird because he's been in school full time this whole year. But the past 2 weeks, like we have deep separation anxiety. Not yet.
Okay.
We've got a few more weeks to go.
That's crummy too.
Yeah, but I mean, I deal with the toddler stuff and then dealing. Okay, now we're talking about driver's ed. It's the gamut.
That is what. Yeah.
But I feel like that's just been your life.
Yeah,
It is. There's all sorts of stuff.
You think about all this.
The pros and the cons all the way. When you're talking about like this, how it's kind of like it's liberating because you're not in all this stuff, but yet it's still just as busy. And I think things go from being physically busy to emotionally. So like you're kind of going from being physically exhausted, and then there's some emotional regulation exhausted that goes on, and then the mental clarity of what is my place and my role in there. I think every transition has a phase of you feel really stupid. You're not really good at what you're doing. And then you're kind of mourning the phase that you didn't feel really stupid and not know what you were doing, whether it was when you were single and becoming a mom or when you're a mom and becoming a different age mom. And I think everything has a little bit of some kind of sad and unknown. And then also this is going to be great. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's just life. Everything comes in waves, and or even like when you have the baby from newborn to like every milestone, you feel so. Oh, what an achievement. But then it's like, then the next hurdle kind of just
puts you back.
Yeah.
It does. That's such good news, bad news. But like I have been talking, it's been on my heart. Like lately, for whatever reason, I've been in conversation with lots of the phases, like phase 3 and 4 moms. And you look forward to your kids getting married, and that's going to be such a fun thing. And your whole goal with wanting to raise these good, holy, healthy, happy kids is for them to be able to have good lives and do all this. But I can't tell you how many moms, especially boy moms, sorry.
Right.
I know.
Times 4.
It's just hard. And it's sad that like there's a whole new phase, to go, and that your place is so unknown and it gets smaller, and you have to be really conscious about it again. Just like you had to be conscious when your kids were little and needed stuff all the time, not to, have them sort of suffer for your sort of selfishness in a way, like get away, I need a space, like, but then when your kids get older, there's a whole new kind of sacrifice where you don't want them to suffer for your wanting to be included in everything,
Wow. So it flips completely.
which is
Yes.
where
And I feel like we
am,
need to
and
like
it
really
is
unpack that
so
too.
hard. Yeah, we'll talk all about that. But I have
This is a good
been
perspective
That
for
this
is.
in the
summer,
other phase.
I think so too.
this past year, I've been a part of a good friends, two moms, friends of ours, who have kids that got married. And they just felt left out of the wedding and are just
Gosh. I can't
struggling and then
imagine.
feeling left out of their lives. And you don't ever think that time is ever going to come because you're trying to get space from your kid. And then you have this perfect balance. And now your kid needs to get space from you. Oh, that's so hard. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you.
This is so important to hear, though.
It's so,
It is. Brace yourself.
it is so hard, but we will unpack that later because that is a very real thing in my life right now. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit and jump back in the real time podcast time, catch you up, and I can unpack that later because I think this is not the time right now. But, so in real time, actually in podcast time, I think I was saying I have, each of my married kids have 2 kids. They live on the East Coast. One's moved me back. Well, in the meantime, both of them have moved back to Dallas, which is phenomenal. They all live local. And
Together again.
they
So
are
great.
both expecting the third. So I have another grandbaby number 5 coming in the next few weeks, and then number 6 coming in the fall, which is amazing. And I get to be around all them. Kids are home in the summer with, yes, completed years of school. And now my youngest is getting ready for high school, which is so weird. Like no more elementary school uniform
Right.
things
Wow.
and the blazer at school. And
The
that's
blazer.
just
Mhm.
all sorts of weird.
Wow.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
thanks.
Yes.
But
Wow.
that's it for today. That's all I'll wrap up. You have to wait till next time to figure out why I'm a basket case about my kids getting separated, wanting space for me. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. And yeah, so make sure you tune back in if that is something you want to hear more about, or if you have an older mom friend like myself or a mom that you want them to think about maybe taking a beat and want to tune into the next time because we'll talk about this a little bit more. In the meantime, please make sure to just, join us, follow,
What do
like,
they say?
subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Let us come to you, but you got to smash that subscribe button.
Follow us on Instagram or themomcollective.org.
Oh yeah, we do have. That's different from when we first started. I'm working really hard on this new tech phase of my life, learning Instagram. So please support me in this. Give me
She's
some
crushing
hearts and
it.
sharing and
She's quite the expert on
reposting,
social media.
doing all of
Analytics,
that.
all that kind of stuff.
Don't let her know
To
she's
hear
been
from
crushing
you.
it.
But
Give her some
until
support.
next time, remember you were handpicked for this. So just lean in. Take care. God bless. Bye.